Today in this channel we are going to see what is Kubernetes, why we need the Kubernetes, what are the different components of Kubernetes and the architecture of Kubernetes. So what is Kubernetes? Kubernetes is an open source orchestration tool that is used for automation of the deployment, scaling and management of your containerized applications. Why we need it? Because let's say you have one or two instances that you can manage it manually, but if you want to manage the hundreds or thousands of the instances of your application, then it becomes very difficult. That's why the Kubernetes helps us to manage the such huge number of instances. Let's see the architecture of it. So the here Kubernetes architecture, we have the two type of the node. One is master and the other one is worker node. In worker node we have the pods and queue. Each pod can contain one or more containers. The container is nothing but the virtual machine, or it is a running instance of your applications. So ideally the pod will contain the one container, but it can have more than one container as well. So each pod has its own IP address, file system, namespace. Okay, and then your node can have the one or more pods installed on it. So the word node is nothing but a virtual machine where you will have your Docker engine installed, pods, containers, and this kubelet and kubeproxy services installed on it. Now kubelet is a service is a one which acts as a communication agent between your master node and the worker node. The master node doesn't directly communicate with your worker node, so it communicates via the kubelet service. A kube proxy, this service contains the all firewall rules or the networking communication related informations. For example, if your application running in your pod want to access the internet, then this type of firewall rules are present in kube proxy service. In master node, we have this API server service. This is one of the important service which basically exposes REST endpoints, and through which it communicates with your worker nodes. Then we have the etcd service. It is also called the data store. It stores the information like configuration information, nodes information, state of your cluster in key value format. Then we have the scheduler. This service decides which pod should run on which nodes. Then we have the control manager. This service is responsible to have your cluster state in right state at any point. For example, let's say one of the pod goes down, then the control manager ensures that at any point of time this right number of replicas are present in your clusters. Now cloud control manager service is useful when you have the multiple clouds like Azure, AWS or GCP to access the resources from the different clouds. Now let's see what happens when you submit your deployment instructions to your Kubernetes cluster. So when the instructions are submitted to your API server, then the API server service save these instructions first in etcd, then it sends this to the scheduler, which decides which pod should be allocated to the which node. Then API server sends to this information to the kubelet, then kubelet runs the daemon, then kubelet talks to the daemon thread, that is the Docker engine. Then it updates the state back to the API server, and then API server updates that status in etcd. Thank you.